The figure I will be showing you today holds a very, very special place in my heart. She has captivated me for years and years. She is very well known among my community as one of the very few characters I simp for. One of the very few. Let's cut to the chase. You've already seen the thumbnail. It's TC-14. So, ultimately, why do I like TC-14 so much? Essentially, I just like color variants, and when I was a kid and I saw The Phantom Menace, I always thought that a silver C-3PO was just so cool. I mean, obviously, silver C-3PO showed up here and there in the original trilogy, but it didn't have, you know, a significant role until TC-14 came along and actually gave us an actual speaking role for a, you know, a silver C-3PO other than Ichuta, which, you know, basically sounds like, you know, yeah, I've always liked TC-14. I have almost all of her toys. I don't have the very shiny Lego one. I'd love to get that. And I don't have, like, that Disney die-cast, like, Premium Elite Series or just Elite Series. I think the Premiums are, like, the 11-inch ones, right? Yeah, I don't have the Elite Series one either. But, courtesy of the Droid Factory, we have a new 3 3/4-inch TC-14 in the year of 2024. This was released around like May the 4th and everything, and I kind of forgot to order it when I ordered my Mace Windu Clone Trooper pack, and I felt very bad about that, but thankfully I ordered something else as a gift for somebody, and I just tagged this in the order. I tacked it in, and I was like, hey, you know, there's something else coming. It's for me. Don't worry about it. And here is TC-14, looking very, very nice. I love this card back. I'm definitely going to keep it. Very iconic image of her walking out with all of the toxin and everything, just acting like nothing's going on. Very chill. I just love her character. She's just so chill. She just doesn't care. She's great. Absolutely great. And the figure looks really nice for being painted silver. Like, it's not chrome, it's silver paint. But honestly, it looks really, really good. Like, it has a lot of the right, like, metallic sheens and everything. It looks very nice. Around the back, we actually seem to have a pretty detailed bio. And I'm actually very curious to see all of this random doodads about how a protocol droid works. So I'm actually going to give this a little bit of a look, because this is the only figure we're talking about today. All different types of droids populate the Star Wars galaxy. Each droid is different and has their own personality and colors. TC-14 is a protocol droid that was in the employ of the Trade Federation on their Profiteer-class droid control ship. Sakak. I read that like there's going to be more, but that was the end. Sakak. May the Force be with you and your droids. Alright, let's see what TC-14 has going on. Photoreceptors, the eyes, obviously. Olfactory sensor. Oh, that's interesting. That's the thing like in the middle of the chest. So it smells. The recharge cup link, that's the big circle in the middle. Power bus cables. That's the cables in the torso. High torque knee joint. Durasteel chest frame. Vocabulator, obviously the mouth. Microwave emitter. Oh, that's like the little thing on the tippy top of the head. That's weird. Logic functions computer. Obviously, that's in the head. Broadband antenna receiver. Oh, that's the circle on the back of the head. Auditory sensors. Those seem to be like the little nubs on the neck. Okay. Primary circuit breaker seems to be in the neck too. The energy transducer seems to be like the pipes on the arm. Yeah, main circuitry panel obviously is on the back. Ankle servo motor. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. So when I open it up, I'm gonna like, I've never like looked at a protocol droid from the perspective of the actual functions of the detail. So that's pretty neat. Anyways, let's open up this droid that was on the Profiteer class vessel Sakak. I've never known the name of it. That's very odd. Man, I'm a Star Wars fan, right? Like, I love Star Wars, but there comes a time where I don't know all of the names of like all the guns or all the like the aliens or the ships. And it really just makes it look like I'm an absolute casual fan, because I just have no idea on some things. And that's okay, you know, you can be a fan of something and not know every single detail. Looks like I goofed this one up a little bit. Little white spot right there, but it's okay. I can tell the bubble in the card is a little cheaper than what Hasbro normally does, because this isn't made by Hasbro. Like, this is not a Hasbro figure. This is just, like, made by Disney, I'm assuming. Like, in-house at some factory. I don't know, but it doesn't have Hasbro on it at all. So, these are actually figures that are essentially not made by Hasbro. So, opening up our Silver Beauty. Looks like she is pretty much using the standard Build-A-Droid protocol mold. Yeah, pretty standard, but I love the silver. The silver looks so nice on this. Definitely a huge fan. And I think the articulation is really going to help her out. This will definitely be my main shelf TC-14. Because honestly, I didn't really have like a really nice TC-14 for my Phantom Menace shelf. I really didn't. And I do have all my other TC-14s to compare, and we should probably start doing that. Alright, so here is our Droid Factory TC-14, and I do want to bring in our Build-A-Droid, I guess U-3PO, that was released like back in the Legacy Collection. And this was actually my TC-14 for a while, because, I mean, sure, it's a U-3PO, not TC-14, but it essentially looks like TC-14. It's a silver protocol droid. I do have to say the silver on this new TC-14 is just so much shinier and prettier, and I really enjoy that. I feel like one of my only like complaints comparing these two is that I wish TC-14 had the black mouth painted, because I just enjoy that little detail of the little black mouth on the U-3PO. But still looks nice. I think the articulation is pretty much going to be the same between them too. I mean, swivel hips, you know, ball hinges, things like that. So yeah, that looks pretty good. I do have an actual Phantom Menace TC-14, but she's a bit of a beater, unfortunately. Some of the chrome is coming off, and it is like reusing that old Power of the Force C-3PO mold, so it doesn't even look that great. But it is a chrome TC-14. And yeah, I mean, mine obviously has like a lot of these little black sections and everything where the chrome's coming off. She's got these weird eyebrows. Definitely a little worn out. Definitely wish I had a nicer looking one. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I do technically have a nicer looking one. I have one carded. Yeah, this one's articulation is literally 5 POA. That's all this one does. I still like it, though. I'm happy to have an actual original TC-14, but I definitely prefer the new one. And here is my pristine carded Phantom Menace TC-14. You can see even the drink tray and everything is chrome. Yeah, definitely loving the look of a pristine one. Believe it or not, TC-14 is one of the very few Phantom Menace figures that has retained any value. Like, it's rare to find this figure for under like $10 or $15. I think I personally spent like 10 or 15 on mine carded. And it's very funny because most Phantom Menace figures are essentially worthless. So I was very surprised that TC-14 was actually worth something. But I guess it's just because everyone loves TC-14. I mean, she's amazing. She's incredible. But yeah, definitely happy to have a carded one. But I'm also happy to have a modern articulated one too. Let's get her that drink tray. I'm curious how this works. So, looks like this little thing is going to plug in the middle. And then, ooh, I said plug in the middle. There we go. And then I guess she can hold it. Hopefully she holds it good. She better. Oh, it's got text on the bottom. You remember in Star Wars when TC-14 was like, enjoy your drinks. By the way, FAC 023193241010. The ambassadors at Jedi Knights, I believe. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you can get her holding that. No problem. No problem. Holds it at pretty much the right level. Looks good holding it. Very happy to have a TC-14 with the drink tray. Loose, finally. And also, I don't really see how the original one could hold the drink tray that well, just considering the limited articulation. Speaking of articulation, this one has swivel at the head, ball joint at the torso, swivels at the shoulders, ball hinge at the elbow, swivel at the wrist, ball joint at the torso. I think I already said that. I'm just losing my mind. It's okay. Swivels at the hips, ball hinges at the knees, and then ball hinges at the ankles as well. One thing I did want to point out are all those little things. So I guess that little nub up top, what was that again? That little nub up top was a microwave emitter. That's very odd. And then those are actually the ears. All the way down there, those are the ears. That's how she hears. That is a, what was that again? That was a broadband antenna receiver. That's very cool. The circuit board. The olfactory sensor is actually right there in the neck. That little circle right in between those little pistons. That is the olfactory sensor. So the nose is just for show, I guess, and not actually how she smells. Very odd. Yeah, kind of cool. Kind of cool to know all that. I've never known that. But then again, I haven't looked at like those visual dictionaries and everything for a long time. It has been quite a while since I've looked at those. All right, I think we've talked about TC-14 enough. I love her. She's incredible. I'm very happy that they released a new TC-14 in the year 2024. She is definitely one of my favorite Star Wars droids. I hope Hot Toys gets around to making one. Just something about her. I like Silver C-3PO. I'm a sucker for Silver C-3PO, and TC-14 has the most character out of any Silver C-3PO. So naturally, she is my favorite. Alrighty guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Am I simping too hard for TC-14? Should I, be mad that she keeps leaving me on red? I don't know. Let me know. Special shout out to channel members as well. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.